If you're planning on buying any cards from TCG Player, make sure you use our affiliate link right here in the description of our video to help support the channel. It's the best way to do it and it's free. And if you need any code cards, make sure you check out Potown Store for automatic email delivery and use code Tablemon for 5% off all your purchases. If you're from Europe, mealybotsgaming.com is a great option to get your cards from. They have all sorts of sealed products, merchandise, and all the sets available from Pokemon Sun and Moon upwards, including the latest Hidden Fate set. Don't forget to use Tablemon code when checking out to get a further 5% off from your final purchase. Welcome back everyone to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2020. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we are back with our fan favorite Greninja BREAK deck. Ruben, in standard, the sets rather you can use is Ultra Prism onwards, but expanded is still black and white as mentioned. So we are now going to be playing with a green Greninja. We have 4 greens exploration along with our 4-4-4-3 Greninja BREAK line. Greninja has the Shadow Stitching attack, which is really powerful against all these ability based decks. 40 damage, and during your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon your opponent has in play in his hand or in their discard pile has no abilities. And we have the Moonlight Slash to deal a little bit of extra damage, 60 and 20 more if we return the energy. We also have Greninja BREAK for its ability Giant Water Shuriken, where once you return before your attack, you may discard a basic water energy, and if you do, you can put 6 damage counters on any of your opponent's Pokemon. So I know greens with Greninja BREAK and Starmie doesn't make a lot of sense, but I mean, you use the greens to set up, right? After Greninja sets up, it's one of the best decks in the format, and that is why we have a ton of consistency here. We have 4 greens to find Dive Balls, Level Balls, and Evo Sodas. We have 4 Ents as well to make sure we can make comebacks in games where we are falling behind. We have 2 Cynthia and 2 Sycamore as well to draw cards. And we have the teammates to get the very specific 2 cards we need. It's like a 5th greens, but even better. Now, we also have Energy Loto in case we need to, we really need the splash energy. We have a Rotom Dex. In case we figure out that we have 2 or more Frogatier's Prize, we can actually play the Rotom Dex to reset that and hopefully not get torn up by the prizes 2 times in a row, or make it even worse. We have the triple Brooklet Hill as well to help. So as you can see, we have a lot of ways to try and set up, try and get those Pokemon into play and get our strategy going, because once Greninja sets up, it's one of the most powerful decks ever. We have Recovery in the form of Super Rod and Rescue Stretcher, and we have Tool Denial with the Field Blower. So let's jump into a ladder and see if this deck can actually survive. Expanded meta has 9 years worth of cards and it keeps expanding indeed. That is a lot of years. Mewtwo is indeed the card to beat, as mentioned. Eleanor, it's the tail one indeed. You've been seeing this do the rounds on the ladder with Green's Exploration. And yeah, you can green under Garbotoxin and you can green for the Field Blower, right? So that's pretty good as well. That's pretty good as well. We're not running via Seeker so that we're not extra weak to item locking decks. And we'll see if we can get some wins under our belt. I did win the Mexican National Championship with this deck. Not this list, of course, but with this deck. So Greninja has a special place in my heart. Greninja definitely has a special place in my heart. We shall see if it reciprocates that love with some good non-Greeky games today. If we ever manage to find a game though. If we ever manage to find a game. Please, ladder, help me out. Help me get some good games in here. Alright. Come on. I know you want to. I know you want to. Pretty please help me out here. Pretty please help me out. Come on, game. What? You're joking. There we go. That usually indicates that you are about to go into a game. There we go. Okay, so against a fighting grass colorless deck. Giratina and Garb terms of break so you can greens. Indeed. You should put in labs so you can green for labs to turn off Mew Mew. I mean, if you're using Shadow Stitching, you turn off Mew Mew anyways, right? No greens for us on turn 1, unfortunately. I mean, I won't have dedicated counters to Giratina until I know for sure that people will actually play Giratina. Ooh, so we're up against Medicham. We are up against Medicham. It's Meza with a Z though, Alex, not with an S. I don't know who that Pablo Mesa with an S is. Definitely not me though. Okay, Medicham is a problem. Because Medicham attacks twice. And Spirited Headbutt is a very powerful attack. So I might just have to bench extra Froakies. Ooh, and the Kukui just means my Froakie might... If we were going second, my Froakie would have just gone down to the Spirited Headbutt this turn. Alright. Okay, so we just see a pass. I mean, my Froggy's still going down after this. I could try to bubble. I don't think that's worth it. I don't know my prices, so I'm not gonna rotate decks just yet. I do need another basic though, which I did not get. So watch me lose here. If my opponent evolves into Medicham and has the Celebi or whatever the thing is that lets him... Yeah, so look. He can Yoga Kick right now for 50 damage, and this Pokemon can attack twice. Oh, the Kukui, so we're dead. Yoga Kicks for 70, and then Yoga Kicks for 70, and that's the game. That's the game. We'll go even for the level vault for Shining Celebi so he can time recall and hit for 80. So yeah, I'm not gonna wait for him to do that. That's a pretty cool strategy as well. It might be a deck I might want to try to feature sometime. Would a 2-2 split off Detective Pikachu, Ninja, and Shadow Stitching Ninja be a viable option? I don't think so. I think Shadow Stitching is the reason why this deck is good. I think Shadow Stitching is generally the reason why this deck is good. Otherwise, it's just not great. Turning off abilities is the reason why this deck is good. I mean, maybe a 3-1, but definitely not a 2-2. I don't see a 2-2 being good enough. 3-1 perhaps. 3-1 perhaps, but 2-2, oof. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, so we're up against a fire deck, so he won't be happy when he sees my all-water Greninja deck. And alright, we only mulligan twice. We have yet to find greens on turn 1. Definitely need to dive wall for another Froakie. Alright, so we're up against the actual other Charizard deck. And then no Frogatier's Prize, that's awesome. I feel like... Do I even want to end? It's just, I need 2 pieces, right? I need the Frogadier and the energy. I have one, I don't have the other. If I end, I'm not guaranteed any. So I'll just pass. I probably won't evolve into the Starmie yet, so I can actually greens. We see the Welder. Imagine if I had Rare Candy. Or if Wally wasn't banned. Reshisard with Charizard. Okay, so my opponent a big fan of the fire types. This I question. This is obviously good. That I question. As long as we set up, we should be okay here. We know my opponent has the other welder for next turn. And there's the energy. Thank you so much. So I'm actually not going to... I'm not going to evolve the Staryu. I'm not even going to play anything. Because if I play the end, I risk finding Frogadiers. And I really don't want to find any Frogadiers. So that's 2 turns I've purposely not played a supporter. Right? And that seems counterintuitive to an extent. But I still think this is correct. I definitely think this is correct. Despite my opponent having extra cards in hand. Like, I can just end this turn. It's not a big deal. Broken top deck indeed. I mean, I would assume that I had a decent chance at finding it, right? I would assume I had a decent chance at finding it. Alright, so there's the Charizard with the Roaring Resolve. Doesn't even have to use the ability. I feel like if you're gonna lose this guy anyways, well, I guess he's not going to. If I Shadow Stitch, the Shadow Stitch will trap the Charizard in the active. Wow, these top decks, man. These top decks are just incredibly broken. So we're not gonna greens at all. I don't see any reason why to do any of this instead. So I'll go ahead and teammates for another Greninja. And for a splash. That way I get back the pieces in case he has a switching card. I think that makes a lot of sense. So then I'll retreat. I'll splash. And then, sure, I'll go ahead and evolve because I'm already looking for the Greninja break. So now my greens are going to be completely useless. That's 2 games where I haven't been able to greens. But Shadow Stitching makes sense here. Otherwise, if I wanted to KO, I Moonlight Slash, I return the energy, but then I lose the Greninja and I lose all the pieces. So I think this is safer. But yeah, that's 2 broken top decks indeed, so far. Or he can just Welder to get the KO. That works too. That's 3 back-to-back Welders. 3 back-to-back Welders for my opponent. Have I tried Air Welder? I did in Standard, but I wasn't a big fan of it. I definitely wasn't a big fan of it. Well, what can you do, right? What can you do? Okay. So then, that's once again a very nice top deck. These top decks are just unbelievable. Almost unbelievable. We'll grab the Greninja break, and then I definitely Sycamore here, right? That 4 back-to-back Welders is so broken though. So broken. Alright, so then I wish I had a splash energy, but I do not. I'll just grab this person. And then I will go ahead and Giant Water Shuriken onto this guy. To put in range of another one on Moonlight Slash. And then I'll go ahead and Space Beacon away this to get back the energies. And then I guess I'll Shadow Stitching. I'll bench this guy as well, just in case he, for whatever reason, goes after my Starmie. And I'll go Shadow Stitching. I feel like I saw Lightning type before. It makes sense for him to have to 10 in this deck. Only 1 prize. Theo Brew, thanks so much for the follow. Frogs. PokeGX. Frogs indeed. Frogs indeed. It's been so long since I've played Greninja though. So long. Sitting so many hours hurts. Well, it doesn't hurt my back, but you should always stretch. Wait, what? What the heck just happened? I mean, I was going to KO him. Andrew, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much, man. How are you doing? How's your stream? How was your stream, rather? Thank you so much for the raid, everyone. I'm sure all of you know Andrew Mahone from the Tricky Gym. Really cool of him to rate us. Thank you so much, Andrew. Very kind. How's your stream, man? Bob, indeed, Greninja. We're playing Green's Greninja. We're playing Green's Greninja. I've been having fun playing Expanded, honestly. Archie with Mew Mew seemed busted. Seemed incredibly busted. You played memes all day? That's awesome. What memes did you play? I guess technically I'm playing a meme as well. Technically I'm playing a meme as well. Alright. Takes me a while to find opponents. Does that happen to you as well, Tricky Gym? 2. I decided to play Leaky Luck, Leaky Leaky, and Spiritomb. That's cool. I played 2 Mew Mews in Archie's Toys, Bob. Because I feel like with 2 Mew Mews, all the other attackers, you don't need them, right? So it saves up bench space. 2 Mew Mews should be able to close out the game, it seems. Maybe. I'm not sure. Alright, so Oscar is calling the coin flip. Oscar is indeed calling the coin flip. And we get a mulligan. We might have finally been able to play greens. That was a really, really good hand. If we had gotten a basic Pokemon. We only played 6 though, so it makes sense for us to... Oh boy. Bob, I'm playing 2. I am playing 2 Mew Mews in Archie's Toys. I decided to play 2 rather. Cool, Diamond, thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Uh-oh, another one? Hello, Vistalone. Yeah, I'm playing 2 Mew Mews in... I put in 2 Mew Mews in Archie's Toys. That seems good. That definitely seems good. Okay, so we're up against Turbo Dark. We're definitely gonna need to stabilize. We might even have to try and bubble. We might actually have to try and bubble. Ooh, what an amazing top deck. What an amazing top deck for next turn, right? What an amazing top deck for next turn. No Frogalier's prized either. Well, do I want to end this turn? I feel like I should. I'm not sure, honestly. I am not sure. I feel like the bubble is strong here, though. I feel like the bubble is strong. If I flip heads, that might buy me a turn. Well, never mind. Do you still think Greninja can be tier 1 expanded deck? I don't know. I'm giving it a genuine try. I am honestly not sure. Imagine if I had flipped heads. I would not be down 1 prize card already. I would not be down 1 prize card already. Okay, so we're gonna promote the Froakie. Should be promoting the Free Treater, but I'm gonna vault both of them, so this is fine. I will, however, Brooklet heal for the Froakie. And then, like I said, I mean, I don't want to play the N. Because I don't want to draw other Frogadiers. I really don't. My recovery cards, the Stretcher is priced. That's bad. That is certainly bad. Shadow Stitching doesn't seem that powerful against this deck, other than, like, I mean, it stops Shamans and stuff. Goes for the attachment. And there's the Dark Pulse. Okay. So, here we go. Here we go. I am playing indeed Greninja Break. I am indeed playing Greninja Break. Very nice top deck. Not that guy. Definitely not that guy. Okay, so I'm guaranteed energies. I don't imagine my opponent playing a Stadium that would, like, hurt me. But I feel like I'll just end here. Alright. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. I'm gonna Brooklet for a Froakie. And then I'm going to evolve here. And I'm going to evolve over here as well. And then I kind of feel like I can just Rotom Dex I mean, Space Beacon the Rotom decks, that seems solid. Okay, so do I stop abilities? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. That, yeah, he's dealing 160 damage. So we can definitely KO me, right? He can definitely KO me. I can't greens next turn. So I might as well just burn the level ball? Nah. I feel like Shadow Stitching is okay. Is it though? He has how much HP? To 90, so 80, that means to 10. So then 2 abilities, best case scenario, till Greninja Break. Goes down to 90, so I can never KO this guy next turn. It's gonna take me 2 more attacks. It's gonna take me 2 more attacks. Gets the computer search off the N. Discarding Compressor and Oricori. I feel like, why not? Compressor to thin? That bubble, if I were at 5 prizes, I'd feel way more confident. I would definitely feel way more confident in this spot. Dark Patch, yep, that works. I don't think we can win. The HPs are so high, the damage output is so high as well. I don't believe I'm gonna be able to win this one. It's not looking great. I feel like maybe with Counter Catcher I would be. Maybe with Counter Catchers I would be able to like trap the Darkrai EX in the active. Wait, what? What just happened? Okay. I'm starting to think maybe 4 greens is way too much. Why did my opponent just concede right there? Why did my opponent just concede right there? I don't understand. Okay, so I'm gonna take out 2 greens for 2 Counter Catchers. This is taking away from the consistency, but I feel like Counter Catcher is definitely something I'm gonna need in this deck for it to be successful. Greninja was just way too intimidating, right? Greninja was just way too intimidating for my opponent. Way too intimidating. Way too intimidating. I didn't take a single prize card. I was about to lose my Greninja. I wasn't even finding the splash energies, but here we are. Here we are with a 2-win streak. I feel like the HPs might just have gotten a little bit out of proportion for Greninja Break to succeed though. Because 130 damage, 130 HP is nothing anymore. 160 HP of Greninja Break is also nothing. So I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Alex. I don't know. It feels not as great. Because of the survivability, the attacks are still good, especially Shadow Stitching, but the survivability of the Greninjas and the pressure it has to withstand in order to get to the point where it can make a comeback seems like it might be a little out of reach for the deck. Okay, so we're going second, making it even more difficult. Have you thought about adding the Greninja that snipes from the bench? I mean, it's just Shadow Stitching is way too good. Shadow Stitching is just absolutely way too good and necessary for this deck to even compete. Like, Shadow Stitching is the reason why this deck might be good. So I don't think you want to take away from the consistency from that. Because if at any point you're in a situation where you need to Shadow Stitching and you can't because you have a different Greninja, ugh. And 30 extra damage isn't that impactful either. Like in an ideal world where you have 2 breaks and that one, sure, right? That's really good. But when does that ever really happen? And surprisingly, I was not the one to mulligan. Ooh, my opponent flexing with the Rainbow Rare Reshi. No! My beautiful hand, it was so good. Oh no! Oh no! My hand was so good. My hand was actually so good. Okay, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for joining us and saving the day. Alright, so I am in fact going to try to paralyze my opponent. I feel that's solid. And then I will go ahead, Cynthia. I could have maybe not Cynthia. Okay, so it's a win-win. If we fail the tails, if we fail the coin flip, we lose the Froakie, and then we can teammates for the splash and a follow-up supporter. If we don't, then, if we do get it and the Froakie survives, then next turn we lose that, but we save ourselves a prize, which is awesome. It was really good, Eleanor. It was literally, I could not have pretty much handpicked a better set of cards if I had the choice. I could not have handpicked a better set of cards. Why is this a thing in Expanded? Why is Reshizzard with Charizard a thing in Expanded? I do not understand. I should know what is priced, I don't. I don't know. Okay, and we haven't priced a single Frogadier in all of these games either, so that's pretty impressive. I'm just gonna water duplicates. That is very impressive that we have yet to prize a person. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Like, if your opponent's still at 6 prizes and you've water duplicated and you have a teammates in hand, you're feeling pretty confident. Right? You're definitely feeling pretty confident in the deck. Heat Factory. That's fine. Like, there's 6 prizes right here. All of these are very easy knockouts. I might just not even Shadow Stitching, honestly. Ooh, that's a really cool looking Charmander. That's from the Detective Pikachu movie, yeah. That's really cool. I had never seen that. I actually had never seen that. That's a promo Reshi, so flexing with the Crystal or Rainbow, but then playing that guy. Alright, so Flare Strike it is. If I Outrage, not if I Outrage, if I Shadow Stitch, he can't kill me with Outrage, so I force him to use the GX attack, which seems pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna get double Greninja with these persons. Right, that's good. That's solid. And then I will do this to grab a Froakie, and then what I'm going to grab with the teammates is a Splash Energy along with a Sycamore. Or an N. Maybe an N. Yeah, N seems underwhelming actually. Just go for Sycamore. I could grab a Greens, but nah. Greens is once again very underwhelming. Okay, so I'm gonna have him waste the GX attack. And then if I can KO him with abilities at some point, then I avoid the Wishful Baton activating. I'm fairly sure we're gonna be okay. I'm fairly sure. Again, as long as we don't completely draw all energies off of the Sycamore, we should be fine. Oh, I guess since I didn't counter the Heat Factory, N might have made sense. Hits the Elixir. No abilities for Charizard though, that's good. Colress for 10 is really good, so yeah. N would have been a good call. I can just end later though, it's fine. I can't just end later. Best case scenario, my opponent forgets, doesn't do the math properly and goes for Outrage. That's of course not what happens. But that's perfectly fine. I do top deck the greens. I do in fact top deck the greens. I don't think that's better though than just going for the Sycamore. Greens does guarantee a Greninja break. But this is just even better, potentially. I don't want to counter catcher this turn. And then if I Evo Soda into the Greninja break, I don't have Starmie. If I Evo Soda into a Starmie, I don't have Greninja break. So either way, it's meh. Right? Either way, it's meh. So let's just go for the Starmie. Let's just go for the Starmie. And then I'll Brooklet heal for nothing. And then I'll do this. And then here goes the Shadow Stitching. Okay, now he can Outrage. 160. Another Shadow Stitching doesn't do the trick though. Okay, so I think next turn, after he takes this knockout, that's where I'm gonna... Unless he Welders onto this person. Okay, never mind. Yikes. Oh. Great Potion, Max Elixir, all the good cards. Very nice. Very, very nice. Another Energy. Okay, so that's a very good split. That's very well done by my opponent. Very well done by my opponent. Alright, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And then I'll Field Blower away. These two seem like the most useful cards for him. Okay, so do I Custom Catcher something? Do I Custom Catcher Lele? Or do I... No, I just knock this guy out, right? Yeah, I just knocked that guy out. Hopefully with an ability plus a Splash Energy, but that's not the case. So... And it's not the biggest of deals. I will get some extra damage though. This guy has 60 HP. So I'll KO with this guy, of course. This guy has 60 HP, so I can get an extra prize that way, but... Or I can 60, 170, and then Shadow Stitching, that's 250, that's not a KO. So who gets a 60? Is it the Charmander? Just to get a prize card? No, because that weakens my N. Oh yeah, my follow-up is so weak here. My follow-up is actually so weak. Alright, I have got Counter Catcher, so... Alright. Discard that. And I guess I can get rid of my Stadium. Doesn't help either of us at this point. My opponent not happy with the... I don't know why. I actually don't know why. And then I'll go here, I'll retreat, and then perfect numbers. Perfect numbers. I get 3 prizes though. Hopefully those 3 prizes help me into not having to end this turn. Splash, that's always good. Rotom Dex, nothing impressive. And Greninja Break, meh. Not the best prizes. Not the very best prizes, that's for sure. Alright. So he gets the N. Okay. We get the Counter Catcher though. That's amazing. Ooh, he whips energy. That's just fantastic. That is absolutely brilliant. Oh, I can't Counter Catcher. Oops. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Well, we wanted energies. We got energies. Okay, I am going to Giant Water Shuriken this person, right? Yeah, that seems solid. And then I get a price card, a Brooklet heal, not the best. And then, I mean, he can't... He can't attach and KO me. That's the key part here, right? That's the key part. I want to thin as much as I can. I'll get rid of the Rotom decks, sure. I'll get rid of the Rotom decks. And then I'll play the Brooklet. And then I definitely think I Shadow Stitch here. And then I win next turn if he doesn't switch out the Lele. Yeah, I definitely think he should have promoted Charmander, not the Lele. Okay, 2 cards, 1 is Cynthia. He needs Switch and a Fire to not lose. Already exhausted a Switch. Has a Fire Crystal. So there's the energy. Does he retreat though? Found the Switch. Brooklets and passes. Yeah, so Floatstone, Switch, etc. Okay, I don't think he realizes that I have game in hand. Or a skateboard, yeah. But now Moonlight Slash, we turn the energy. And we beat the fire deck with our water deck, which is nothing super impressive, right? Nothing super impressive, but GG. GG. Okay, let's do one more expanded Greninja deck. Let's do one last one. Super easy indeed. super easy indeed. Okay. Okay, so we're going second against a potential Golisopod card deck. We finally get a green starting off to get going. That's fairly decent. This hand is looking okay. Yeah, the tag teams definitely seem tough for Pigrom. Okay, so this is a Mew Mew based green, like a Mew Mew grass based deck. So once we get to Shadow Stitching, that's gonna be the end of my opponent of Andrea Apocalypse. What does the Rotom Dex do? It shuffles your prizes, your current prizes for other prizes. It shuffles whatever prizes you have back into the deck, and then you set back the same number of prizes. So in case you prize like double Frogadier, you get like a second chance, you know? You get a second chance to reshuffle them. Okay, so double compressor. Oh no, wait, what? Got rid of all compressors already. Wow. Puts back the Jirachi. Okay, so this has Altaria, Mega Gardevoir, and Alolan Executor with eggs. There's the Oddish. Good thing my opponent can't attack on turn 1, but she will be able to get the turn 2 item lock. As long as we get the Shadow Stitch, it should be okay. Lost a Guzma, lost a Rainbow. There's a second Oddish. He could just attack with his Alolan Egg. I mean, it takes 3 turns though. He doesn't get the benefit of Dimension Valley. I mean, sure, he can, but she already discarded, and it's not looking great for her, right? Okay, and I mean, even there's merit to the bubble flip here. Alright, so I'm not gonna be able to Evo Soda next turn. I need to remember that. So I need to preemptively search for the pieces, right? So I kind of like... Yeah, I need to use my items. I'd like double level ball. No, I don't want double level. I want level ball and a supporter. I want double level ball. I mean level ball and Cynthia, I feel. Or teammates. Teammates also seems strong. Yeah, teammates seems stronger. Well, no, because he's not going to activate the teammates next turn. Let's just do this. And then I'm going to play both of these. I'm going to level ball for a second Froakie in case she decides to attack me. Obviously, I can't just leave one Froakie and hope. And then I will dive ball for the Frogadier. So one Frogadier is prized. That's okay. That doesn't merit the Rotom deck. I should have checked that with the greens. But this bubble flip could be super key here. Well, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so now she has a choice. Does she set up the item lock by using super growth, or does she take a knockout? I would imagine she's going to set up the Vileplume. Wow, she just attached and played that. Maybe she's not going to. I don't mind either way. I'm ready. Unless she ends me and then goes for the Vileplume, that could like add randomness to this potential setup. And see, that I don't agree. It's like, I'm assuming that was the only supporter she had in her hand. You see me that I'm going to water duplicate, so why not just wait a turn? You've already attached energy, you've already played a stadium, you don't have to play a supporter every turn. So why call risk for 4 when next turn you were guaranteed a call risk for 7? That's, I think, something that it's ingrained into people's minds. Like, oh, you can play a supporter per turn, so I have to play a supporter. Oh, you can attach energy per turn, so you have to attach energy. And that is not true. That is absolutely not true. Sometimes not playing a supporter, sometimes not attaching an energy is actually even better than doing so. Okay, but like I said, next turn, my opponent's deck just dies. Unless she's playing Channeler or something. Or, unless she benches a Magyarna EX. Should I be scared? No. Unless she benches a Magyarna EX and attaches a Rainbow or a Prism Energy to it. That's the only way we would be scared of. That's how we would lose. Because then the Shadow Stitching would not affect the Mew Mew. You wanted to put them into the deck? I mean, maybe, but he had like 4 cards. She had like 4 cards. That would be the only reason, right? That would be the only reason. If you had like both Glooms in your hand, then fair. But what are the chances of that? I mean, it exists. I don't think it's very high. And we see the Despair Ray. Probably gonna get rid of the Shaman, I'd imagine. Yep. That's fine. That is a-okay. It's gonna be slow and steady once the race here. We shall evolve. We shall attach. We shall Cynthia. And now our hand is really sad for sure. However, Shadow Stitching, and we'll see what answer my opponent has to that. If she has an answer, which I like double raw channeler or something, I'd be very surprised and would be problematic. He can use items, yeah, because I Shadow Stitched. So she doesn't, all of her abilities do not work. But I don't care that she has items. Like, what item could she actually use that would be threatening to us? Right? Hypnotoxic Laser, unless we stay asleep, we retreat. You can find the Magyarna, that's true. You can find the Magyarna. That would be the biggest problem. That would indeed be the biggest problem. 2 rainbows are gone though, so not a lot of energy is left over. That's a problem. That dude's a problem. Well, that dude is a problem because it has so much HP and it's a grass type. But looking at the energies, based on my opponent's deck, I will make the assumption that she plays 4 Prism Energy and 4 Rainbow Energy, and that's it. There's a Magyarna. Uh-oh. Speaking of, there's a Magyarna. If she does indeed play that, then she has 3 energy left to attach to the Magyarna, and if she attaches 1 here, then she can no longer power up the Rowlet Alolan Executor. And for whatever reason, she chooses to attach here rather than here. So maybe it's not clear for her how Mystic Heart actually works, but this person needs to have the metal energy before you can protect your other persons. Yeah, before you can protect your other persons. Alright, and now she just made it less likely that she'll be able to use the ability, unless she just has the other raw energy immediately, which would be sad. Which would indeed be very sad. Our setup is extremely sad as well. That Cynthia was just awful. And it's gonna take us 7 turns total. It's gonna take us 7 turns total to KO this Mewtwo and Mew. That's 7 top decks for the Rainbow or the Prism energy for the Magyarna. So what I'm trying to say is she definitely has a good chance to win this game. Oh my gosh, come on. Really? Really? You just have it? Come on. Well, that's a way to counter it. That is true. And so I'm pretty sure I'm dead. That was not good. That was not good at all. Oopsies. I mean, she played it well, right? If she was holding both energies, then it was definitely a mistake not to just attach to the Magyarna the previous turn instead of the Rowlet. Like, why attach to the Rowlet? Incredible that she had 2 energies left, 3 energies left, and she had 2 of them in her 3-card hand. Okay, now we need the impossible. Now we need this Froakie to be a hero. Now we need Froakie. Oh no, I can't even bubble because I can't paralyze the Magyarna because of Magyarna. Never mind. So hero Froakie could never be a hero. GG. Is there any tournament that I'm attending this weekend? I am playing a League Cup this weekend here in Mexico City. My 4th League Cup in a row. I've been sucking at League Cups lately though. Alright, so Expanded Greninja. Magyarna EX obviously eliminates your advantage over Mew Mew, as we clearly saw. If they don't have Magyarna EX, or if they can't find it quickly, or like attach to get that metal energy onto it, whether it's a Prism, whether it's a Rainbow, then it's very problematic for them. But my opponent was able to, and she was able to promptly beat me, because then my item-based deck was just horrible, and my damage output was 40, 60, or 80 versus a 270 HP monster. It also didn't help that I was stuck after that Cynthia. If I'd been able to like set up the breaks, start pushing more damage, maybe even KO the Magyarna, might have been able to do something, but not quite. And so that will be all for today. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Thanks so much for the good luck Vistalone at the tournament. I'm hoping I'll be able to finally get a win. I haven't won a League Cup in over 6 months. I've gotten to 3 finals since like in the last 6 months since my last League Cup win, and I've been really sucking at them lately for whatever reason, and I bubbled the last one. But anyways, that will be all from me. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. I will leave you people with Azul, or maybe who else can we host? Okay, Flex Daddy Righteous hosted us the other day, so we're gonna return the favor. I hope that's correct. Are my physical cards in Spanish or English? They're all English. They are all English. So thanks so much everyone. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow in our viewer battle stream. Bye bye.